Alright, what's going on, guys? Trey back again, here to bring you another MMA video. This one's going to be talking about UFC on Fox 5, which is taking place December 8, 2012. And it's got quite a few actually good fights on it. It's kind of a stacked card, I'd say. We have the lightweight championship match between Ben Henderson and Nate Diaz. And then we have this fight, Mauricio Shogun Rua versus Alexander Gustafsson. And third, we have BJ Penn against Rory Macdonald. So this is actually quite the stack card. There's some other fights too, but these are obviously the biggest ones. Also, Brendan Schaub against LeVar Johnson and a few others that should be okay too. But regardless, I mean, it's not every event we get like, you know, three pretty good fights like that with some big names like BJ Penn and Shogun and you know, Ben Henderson and all that. So it's going to be a good one. This video will be talking about Mauricio Shogun Rua against Alexander Gustafsson, making a prediction about it and talking about the event. So this is an interesting fight because this fight actually means something. I can't say that every fight in the UFC does mean something. You know, a lot of the fights they put on, like for example, coming up, Anderson Silva against Stephan Bonner. I mean, that's obviously just a gimme fight for Anderson. They're both in different leagues, so to speak. They shouldn't even really be facing one another, in my opinion anyway. This fight, on the other hand, actually is a really, really good fight because it tells us how good Gustafsson really is, because we really don't know at this point. He's got a great record. He's 14-1, just beat Thiago Silva by decision, knocked out Vladimir Matyushenko, which was a big win. Knocked out Matt Hamill, also a big win. And then a bunch of other guys that he's fought in the past. Now he did lose to Phil Davis once by a submission in his second UFC fight, but regardless, I mean, it could happen. Phil Davis is a great wrestler, can take down most guys in the division, and does have some pretty tricky and good submissions as well. That being said, do I think Gustafsson is ready for Shogun? I really don't know at this point. And this is kind of interesting, too, because you have an up-and-comer facing, you know, a well-established mixed martial arts fighter like Shogun. Now, the question becomes really, you know, is Shogun still in the same shape he was a couple years ago? He did beat Brandon Vera. Before that, he narrowly lost to Dan Henderson, a really close fight. Beat Forrest Griffin, knocked him out. Lost to John Jones. Beat Lyoto Machida by knockout, and then lost the narrow decision to Lyoto. A lot of people thought he won that fight. Knocked out Chuck Liddell and knocked out Mark Coleman. Now, Alex is pretty big. He's pretty tall. He's 6'5", so he's, you know, close to the height of someone like John Jones, which could prove to be some, you know, problems for Shogun since he didn't do too well in that fight. Now, he has fought taller guys a lot in the past as well and done pretty well against them, but you know, Alex is going to be faster too because he's younger. His body's not going to be as thrashed as Shogun's, though. You guys know Shogun's had his knees have been bothering him for a long time. He's had surgery and operation. I think they said at one point Shogun was throwing 10,000 kicks a day at his punching bag. So obviously, you know, you do that, you're going to blow your knees out. That's simple. And that's probably what happened. So he did. But, you know, he's still fighting. He's still at the top of the game. And, you know, this is a really tough one to call because when you look at Gustafsson, he's coming up. He's doing great. This is probably his first big test against one of the top guys. And if he wins this, he's definitely going to get a shot at the title, I'd say. Because they're kind of looking for people, I think, to be in the line for John Jones because he's been going through everybody so quickly. That being said, though, I have a tough time picking him in this fight because he's going to have to go up against Shogun. He's a boxer. So his strength is going to be striking. And Shogun is just a master, man. He's just a master. And Muay Thai will always probably beat boxing when it comes to, you know, two guys of equal level in each. Just because of the fact that you're using more of your body. You know, the style is more closer to real fighting than boxing is. Boxing's so restrictive. And Gustafsson started off in boxing, so that was his thing. I mean, is it possible he could not wear down Shogun and knock him out? Yeah. But do I think he will? No, I think Shogun's going to take this one. That being said, let me know what you guys think about the fight. And feel free to write in the comments. We'll talk about it. That's it for this one, guys. See you for the next one. Later. Peace.